Do you find yourself automatically saying no to opportunities for growth because you feel guilty about investing time in yourself? Do you watch others pursue new interests, take classes, or start passion projects while you stay stuck in the same routine, convincing yourself you don't have time? Do you feel like everyone else gets to prioritize their personal development while you're too busy taking care of everyone else's needs? As we transition into fall and kids head back to school, there's this energy of new beginnings, but somehow as midlife women, we often feel like that season of growth and exploration is behind us. Today's episode is for the midlife mom who's been putting her own growth and dreams on the back burner, feeling guilty about investing in herself while managing everyone else's needs and schedules. In this replay of one of our most transformative episodes, you'll discover how to embrace a month of yes that can shift your entire mindset from hesitation to abundance. You'll learn practical ways to say yes to yourself, from small daily commitments to bigger growth opportunities, and you'll work through the guilt that keeps you from prioritizing your own development. This episode will show you that investing in yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. Because when you give yourself permission to grow, explore, and say yes to new possibilities, you show up as a more fulfilled, energized version of yourself for everyone around you. Speaking of saying yes to new possibilities, I've been taking my own advice lately. Next week, I'll be sharing some exciting changes coming to this podcast. Changes that bring more clarity, focus, and intention to our conversations, all while keeping mindfulness at the heart of everything we do together. But today, let's focus on you and give you permission to embrace your own season of growth. Without further ado, episode 71. Today's affirmation: I am open to saying yes and receiving all good things life has to offer. We are all familiar with the back-to-school season, whether you have kids returning to the classroom or you remember being a kid heading back to school. It's a time to shift your mindset towards learning and growth. As midlifers, we can still embrace and participate in the spirit of renewal. Instead of back to school, let's call it back to you. A time when you may have a bit more flexibility in your schedule before the craziness of the holiday season to focus on yourself. Fall is the perfect time to invest into your growth and learning, but for some, it may take a little convincing to prioritize themselves. So in this episode, I'll invite you to embrace a month of yes, with affirmation designed to welcome abundance into your life because you're worthy of this moment. Hello and welcome to the Mindful Life Changes podcast, where we dive deep into the challenges and transformations shaping our lives, from the shifts in our roles at home and work to the transitions we navigate physically and mentally as we gracefully age. I'm your host, Valerie Mecki, a career change guide and mindfulness enthusiast. As midlifers, many of us struggle with the feelings of guilt when dedicating time to ourselves. We're often so used to putting others' needs ahead of our own that we compromise our own personal growth and enrichment. In this episode, we'll address the common struggle and explore why investing in yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. Recently, I went to a family party talking to one of my play nieces about how she was thriving in her second year of college. She credited her success to the catchy mantra her mom made her recite throughout her last year of high school, a year of yes. One thing to know about this young woman is her strong commitment to schoolwork and her extracurricular activities, which left her little time for fun or connecting with others. This mantra helped her make quick decisions whether to stay at home and study or to maybe take a break and hang out with some friends at Starbucks or catch a movie. With the mantra running through her mind, it became easier for her to make room for both study and fun, teaching her how to balance her responsibilities with relaxation. This practice has been incredibly helpful in creating an abundant college experience for her. And I want the same for you. Well, not an abundant college experience. You may have already had the fortunate time. You may have already been fortunate enough to have that, but why not visit a time when we felt little to no guilt about investing in our own personal and development growth? That season is upon us again. While we might not have the flexibility to dedicate an entire year of saying yes, committing to a month of yes can be just as impactful. As midlifers, we often juggle numerous responsibilities, career, family, and personal commitments that can make it easy to stay in our comfort zones or prioritize others before us. But by dedicating a short period of time, like a month, of saying yes to new opportunities, trying new things, self-care, or new experiences that we've been putting off, we open the door to positive change. So as kids are heading back to school to learn, grow, and make new friends and have fun, why can't this be you too? I know for some, dedicating time to yourself or investing in your own personal growth can require some convincing. So let's address the guilt and get it out of the way right now. Do any of these excuses sound familiar to you? I should be spending my time doing X instead of on me. Well, let's reframe this. Investing time in yourself ultimately benefits everyone around you. By recharging and nourishing your own growth, you'll have more energy, clarity, and focus to give others. You can't pour from an empty cup, so dedicating this time to yourself isn't a luxury, it's essential. What about the excuse of, I shouldn't be spending money on me and should be saving it for other commitments? Well, let's reframe this thought. Think of this time as an investment, not an expense. Whether it's money spent on a class, a retreat, or personal development tool, you're cultivating long-term benefits that will pay off in greater fulfillment, success, and happiness. Just like you'd invest in education or experiences for your loved ones, investing in yourself is equally important. How about this one? How much impact can a month of yes really have? It's only a month. Well, let's reframe that thought. A single month can be transformative. Small and consistent actions over a few weeks can build momentum and create a lasting change. Saying yes for a month might be the spark that ignites a new passion, opens up unexpected opportunities, or simply just shifts your mindset to welcome more abundance in your life. If any of these thoughts sounded familiar to you, I hope that reframing them helps shift your perspective to see this month as an investment in yourself, allowing you to show up and feel at your best for yourself and for those around you. Now, I want to paint a picture of the types of yeses that could come your way and you might be open to. They may range from a low commitment, everyday decisions to stepping outside of your comfort zone. So let's go through these examples of yeses. How about saying yes to waking up 10 minutes earlier? Use this time to reflect, stretch, or journal. Saying yes to drinking more water, committing to hydrating yourself by adding an extra glass or two a day can really help your gut, skin, and mind, and they will thank you. How about saying yes to complimenting yourself? Each day, take a moment to acknowledge something that you did and appreciate yourself. How about saying yes to a new workout or add a new fitness routine to your week? Experiment with a new workout class or add a 15-minute walk in between your meetings during the day. This can really help rejuvenate your mind and body connection. How about saying yes to reading a book just for pleasure? Choosing a novel or a nonfiction book you've been meaning to read and carve out time for it. How about saying yes to taking a day off just for you? Whether it's for rest or doing something that you love, dedicating a day for yourself can be refreshing. How about saying yes to a coffee date with an old friend? Reconnecting with someone you've lost touch with can bring joy and rekindled old bonds. Saying yes to a social event or a gathering. It could be a family reunion, a community event, or a meetup with new people. Step outside of your comfort zone. And why not say yes to investing in personal development? Whether it's an online course, a seminar, or hiring a coach, Commit to something that will help you grow in the future. I could go on and on, but deep down, you already know what you've been saying no to, perhaps out of guilt or because of obligations and responsibilities, but not this month. Let's embrace a month of yes and give yourself permission to invest in your personal growth and well-being. Who knows, by the end of the month, you might be pleasantly surprised by the results. Each small yes can shift your mindset from hesitation to openness. When you realize how good it feels to say yes to small things, it becomes easier to say yes to bigger opportunities. Over time, this can lead to more adventurous choices, new friendships, and bold decisions that can enrich your life in so many unexpected ways. So, with that in mind, let's open the door to the abundance life has to offer by saying yes, starting with this affirmation session. We'll start out our affirmation practice by priming your mind and body so you'll be open to this affirmation. Take a deep and cleansing breath in and out, releasing any energy that doesn't serve you and your mind and body. I'll begin by reciting the affirmation twice. While you listen to the affirmations, imagine you're writing this affirmation down on a whiteboard, or you're watching someone write it down on the board for you. This will help with memorization. So let's begin. I am open to saying yes and receiving all good things life has to offer. I am open to saying yes and receiving all good things life has to offer. I'll repeat the affirmation again, but this time I want you to repeat it out loud to yourself so you can make a connection. I am open to saying yes and receiving all good things life has to offer. I'll repeat the affirmation again. Once again, say it out loud to yourself. I am open to saying yes and receiving all good things life has to offer. Now, let's take a moment and visualize yourself saying yes to something that you've turned down before or denied yourself from experiencing. Imagine saying yes with enthusiasm and excitement. Visualize this scene in full color. I'll give you a moment to imagine this as I repeat the affirmation. I am open to saying yes and receiving all good things life has to offer. I'll repeat it one last time, and I'll give you a moment to let it sink in. I am open to saying yes and receiving all good things life has to offer. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes if you had them closed. And if it feels comfortable to you, place your hand over your heart to help seal in this affirmation practice with self-love and care. This affirmation is yours to recite and practice for 21 days, at least once a day. It's most effective when waking up in the morning before you start your day or before you go to bed at night for 21 days straight in a row. To deepen your affirmation practice, consider making your affirmations sticky. This is an acronym helping you to craft more sustainable and effective affirmations. Let's go back to episode 1 for more on this method. Write down the affirmation on a sticky note and place it on your bathroom mirror as a daily reminder that you are open to adding abundance to your life, or transform it into a mantra. I am open to saying yes, and repeat it out loud while you are going for a walk, meditating, or getting ready for the day. If visualizing what to say yes to was a bit challenging, perhaps your imagination or sense of play just needs a kickstart. As midlifers, we often forget how to play or what sparks our imagination. For more inspiration, listen to episode 31 on adding play back into your life, or check out the more recent episode 66, where we explore how imagination can reshape your reality. There is no better way to develop a healthy habit than by setting yourself up for success. Subscribe to this podcast and bookmark this episode so you'll have it handy whenever you need a quick guide to this affirmation. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a family member or a friend who may also be interested in partaking in a month of yes. And together, you both can support and encourage each other on this journey of growth and discovery. Or show your appreciation by giving us a rating wherever you're listening to podcasts. Your support will help other midlifers discover our content, allowing this podcast to grow and blossom. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me. Every moment you dedicate to being mindful is a step towards a more fulfilled and vibrant life. Keep embracing your midlife journey with an open heart. And remember, you are not alone in this. I look forward to our next mindful gathering. I'll talk to you soon.